My duo got KO'd, so it leaves me with 6 other teams, potentially 12 other players. I just ran the 10% damage increases, the little red potions. I'll typically run green ones as well, so that I have more than 1,000 health. That way I don't get one-shotted with someone's super move. But I always ignore the stamina, which is the yellow jugs. So at the end of the game, I want to go over a little bit of strategy, tactics, just your mindset. You should never be in the middle of the map. You should always be on the outside looking in so that you know at least where everybody is at. If you're doing what this guy did and he's not paying attention, I can come up behind you and easily just put you out of the game. 1,296 damage, an insane amount of damage with this power build setup. Now you don't want to completely ignore fighting altogether. So if you see an opportunity where a guy looks like he's a solo, he's by himself, obviously this is duos, then you should go for those opportunities. But for the most part, you kind of avoid fighting at this point. One of the reasons you want to fight at the beginning of the game, though, is so that you can get the perks, which are off to the right. You'll see that I just did damage to that guy. Every time you damage someone, that perk meter goes up. So you want to collect as many perks as possible before the end of the game. Now, while you're on the outside looking in, you should be noticing multiple things. How many items you have, health, super meter, is it full? Is it close to being full? What item slots are your chickens so you can quickly put them on if needs be. This guy wants to fight, which is fine because he doesn't have a duo, so I take the fight. I mess up, but then I block there, and so I do a counter move, throw him into the storm. I think that I'm going to take him on and try to finish him off, but then he javelins me. I'm down to half health or less than half health. So I back up again to the edge of circle so I can see everybody around me so no one just surprises me, put on my chicken. So one of the reasons I chose to stand on this side is because there's actually a duo in that tree on the left, and then there's a solo in the tree on the right. So anywhere else is unsafe. Don't be afraid to go into the storm and grab items. Now you've probably noticed that my super meter is on full and I could use it at any point. The reason I haven't is because if I die, it can actually bring me back to life with like 25% HP. So I'm going to keep that on till the end. See a guy in the edge of circle, so I go for a move. Wrong one. I should have used the dolphin dive. I get punished there. I pick up a chicken, put it in my pocket, move back in, and then I get really punished here when I miss that grab right there, and I take about half damage, so I need to yeet myself off to the right. I see a big chicken. I'm going to go for that. A big tip here is to eat the chicken outside of the circle at the end of the game, and make sure you're looking back at the circle just in case someone's coming at you so you can dodge it. One of my favorite abilities, the javelin tackle, is there, so I pick that up. Now that we're at the end of the game and there's a lot fewer people, I feel comfortable hopping into the fight and starting to take people on. I do hop back out, though. I don't need to commit to anything. Hop back up. This guy's got his super on and do some damage to him. I'm not afraid because he's not a very good player, so I do a couple more hits right there for free. He gets me right here, though, and the guy drops out of the tree and starts joining. Now, right here is an extremely important concept, so I'm going to pause it. I could have done the javelin tackle, which would have sent him and I into that wall right in front of us, but it would have left us exposed to the other guy who would have immediately done damage to us. So what I like to do at the end of the games is I like to choose abilities that put me and the other player deep into the storm so that I don't take any damage from other players. So with that same concept, I then do the javelin tackle, which takes this guy out. Now it's a 1v1 situation. I finally turn on my super, and I know I can take this guy pretty easily if I can just land that. I still have a pretty good advantage on this guy. I still have chicken for this late in the game. That's pretty rare. So I end up missing there, but I follow up here, finally land the super, do a maximum amount of damage, which happened to be about 1,300 to win the game.